Manita for Chelsea after conceding the first goal by Lucas Paqueta with a huge and fantastic strike for opening the scoring for West Ham. And after that, Chelsea came back in the game with five goals, three in the first half and two in the second half. So it was an interesting game, and I got to see with a lot of mistakes from the players of West Ham, like behind, because most of the goals came through free kick or corner kicks, for crosses, if yes to say it, crosses, and then I think there were a lot of mistakes from the players of West Ham, and Jesse were able to take a good advantage of the game by scoring those goals, and also very good performance of Estevao, who was the man of the match from this game. Was really interesting through this game. Hello everybody, hope that you're fine. I'm good. Welcome for this new video for the review of the game of West Ham against Chelsea. So like and subscribe if you love this content, and then let's start the review. So before starting the game, guys, if you have not subscribed yet, so I want you to encourage us, to encourage the channel by subscribing, and then it will help us. And as I said, now the fact that the Premier League and La Liga has resumed, and then I think we'll be here, and also it's going to be really interesting if um you have subscribed, and many we are good it will be, and then also for the channel. And also I have to say straight that there is some lives coming. There is lives coming, and so I'm getting ready for that, and then I think maybe next month we'll start now with some lives, and then it's gonna be interesting. Like maybe once in a week or maybe twice in a week to talk about the news and the rumors about the team that we used to make reviews like Chelsea, Manchester United, Man City, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. So keep being connected, and it's gonna be really interesting. So sorry for this long intro. Now let's get back to the game. As I just said, it started well for West Ham with their opening, that scoring for Lucas Paqueta, and then I think it was really interesting because at that, even me, I was really surprised that he tried to shoot on that side, and then I think that's also what took advantage of Robert Sanchez, because I think also he wasn't expecting a shoot from that moment by Lucas Paqueta, and I think it was really a perfect shot with a very good effect, and then he was able to open the scoring for West Ham, and then after that you could see that they were not lucky. Yes, that's what I got to say, because when you see they also scored a second goal, but just for a few inches, Todibo were offside, and then I think if they took the lead once again at that time, I think the game could have been totally different, because after Chelsea equalized, and then they were still pushing at some point there, they were able to score that second goal. But I think after that, they were now a little bit back there, and then Chelsea was trying to push, and they were able to score that second goal by Pedro Neto, and then what led me to say the one of the mistake once again for Van Bissaka. I think it was a complicated game for him because he was implicated, I think, in 3 or 4 goals of Chelsea, and then not in a good way, because you can also see that he made the first goal. It was his mistake, like he wasn't really paying attention to who was close to him, and then left the guy goes to the box and then scored. And then the second goal also the same thing from Pedro Neto. He was on him, but and then after a time he didn't know where was the player of Chelsea. So I think that was really a mistake for him. And then when you see also the third goal, I think for Enzo Fernandez, the same thing. The time that he took information, it was too late. It was too late for Wan Bissaka. So a game were really tough for him. It was really tough for him. Not a good performance for Van Bissaka. And as I said, Chelsea, um, right now their character, they are really strong, and shout out to him. Shout out to him because what they are able to show, like in terms of reaction, it's really interesting. You could see that it's a complete different team that it was last season. It's true, it's just the second game, but I think since they were able to end well the season by the Conference League and also the FIFA Club World Cup, I think is a total different team right now. Like they know their strength, they know what to do, they know what how to play, and then they're making differences. And then also I have to say shout out to Enzo Maresca. You could see that even if he's changing a lot his lineup, but you could see that once the changes are made, those who are there, they can bring something in the table, and that is making them really dangerous. I was talking about it like after the first game. That is what is making them really really dangerous, because they can change the team at any time, but the result can almost be the same. Like, they are really strong, and they can make differences. Like right now, Cole Palmer got injured, and then it was Estevao who was in the lineup. But you could see that he brought a lot of things on the table, because we know he's talented. And I think once it will get used with the Premier League, it will be interesting for them. It will be really interesting for them, because as I said, he was the man of the match, just his second goal. Then he started this game, and then you could see that he's already making differences, and then you can just get better. You can just get better for Chelsea, and then I think that is really very very good. And then we can expect more good things for Chelsea for the games ahead. And then I think that's a very good news. It's a very good news for them, because you have to say that last season in the Premier League, the result wasn't good, and then I think that's something they got to work on it. As I said, it was the second goal or the third goal. No, the second goal for Pedro Neto, it was a very good interception, and then they were able to open the scoring. But it was the third goal with the assist of Estevao, the fact that they wiggled the ball, and then he tried to make the differences with uh, a combination with, I don't know who was it, but he took advantage of us to check, and very good assist for Enzo Fernandez, who, and then he scored that third goal for Chelsea. And then I think at that moment they were really unleashed. They were really unleashed, and then they were really on top right now. And yes, I think the second half it was a little bit the rhythm of the game was a little bit low, but I think Chelsea still needed to make differences. They still needed to make differences, and then to push hard, and that's what they did with that fourth goal. And also another mistake in that one, it was for the keeper, because he was alone. He was completely alone, and I think he didn't guess well for that cross, because he missed the ball. He touches just a little bit, but the fact that he was already out, and then Caicedo was there in a very good time, and then he was able to just scored the fourth goal, and then I think he was also lucky enough, because it at least the post, but it was the fourth goal for Chelsea, and then it was a very good things for Moise Caicedo, because it was his 100th appearance for Chelsea, and he scored also then, and then I think that is very good. It was a very good gift for Caicedo with Chelsea, and then as I said, after that it was just the same thing with another crosses, corner kick, and then goal. That one now it was for Chalobah, and I think it was the goal of crosses. Even if they are not the master in it, that was for Arsenal. But I think they scored three goals from corner kicks, and then that is amazing. And once again, I almost got to say also another mistake, but it wasn't the case. But very good opportunities for Chelsea, because they were there, a lot of density of players. They were many there in the box, and Chalobah was there in a very good place, and then he did it with that goal. And also first, the who said that it was an assist for João Pedro, because he was the one who touched the ball, and Chalobah scored, and then that is very good. That is very good for Chelsea. So, um, 5 goals, Manita, and that's very good. And just that the lap didn't score. It was also a game he started, and but he didn't score. I was really trying to see how would they would play together with João Pedro, but I think it was not bad. It wasn't bad. João Pedro, and then João Pedro, Pedro Neto, and then the lap, all of them on the lineup, and I think it was interesting. So try to see more. So for the lap, there is nothing to worry. As I said, it's true they scored 5 goals. They didn't score once, but I think there is no problem. He can score maybe the next game. So once again, as I was just saying, for Chelsea, the team is really packed. Is really packed, and then I think they got different profiles for every side of the field, and then that is very good. As I said, Palmer is injured, but Estevao is there. You can replace. Even Pedro Neto can play on that side, and then the same thing. Uh, Joe Pedro is there, Dilap is there because the fact that Nicholas Jackson will leave the club, so we'll see where he go because it will be the case in the as very soon will be at the end of the window, so we'll see what will happen for him. And then outside for the midfield, nothing to add there. The defense, same thing. So I said for Chelsea now they are moving in a very good way. So we'll try just to see if they can maintain that rate. They can maintain that rate because you could see that last season it was almost the same thing, but it was the issue of Chelsea is like they were looking um the players, they were looking the players, they were looking the best lineup. Yes, they were looking the best lineup, but now we could see that everything is clear even if there were a lot of changes, but you could see that everything is clear in the mind of Enzo Maresca, and I think that was what can help them. That's what can help them. Even if I'm still thinking that Enzo Maresca should not change his lineup after a game and another, he should still maintain the same lineup and then just make few changes when it's needed because he used to change a lot sometimes. I don't know why. So but for me, like, there is no problem. He knows now his lineup, and then he's doing good things, and then those who are chosen when to play, they can make differences. So I think that's everything is good for them. And yes, it's very good for Chelsea, and they were able to get that victory with that demonstration. We got to say that 5-1 over West Ham away. So yes, I think that's all. I think I spoke about everything. Yes, I think there is nothing to add. Yes, I spoke about everything. So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to share with you. So like and subscribe if it's not the case yet, and then see you for the next videos on the channel. So thank you guys. God bless. Bye bye.